I find out that you are a nutritionist. Can you tell me something about this?
Yes. So I am a nutrition manager for Nestlé. So I work on all of our products and making sure that they are as healthy as they possibly can be, wherever possible, and making sure we're working towards government targets, etc. And previous to that, I was the nutritionist for the Jamie Oliver restaurant group. So for about 5 years, I worked with our chefs, developing nutritionally balanced menus for our customers and their children.
What is it that attracts you in that field?
So I have always loved food. I've always been really interested in cooking and baking, but I also really loved science at school. So nutrition really let me explore both of those. So you've got the creative food, cooking side, but you can also look at how that then affects the body. So you get the best of both worlds there. So yeah, it's really let me combine my two big passions.
What do you think about the Mediterranean style of diet and about this fancy triangle?
So from a nutrition point of view, the Mediterranean diet is probably one of the best in the world. So where it's a real traditional Mediterranean diet that's based on a huge variety of different fruits and vegetables eaten in season when they're at their nutritional peak. Lots of healthy fats like olive oils alongside, and then small amounts of good quality meat and fish is a really great diet that we should all try to aim for day to day. Even if we don't have the joys of living in the Mediterranean, we can hopefully eat like we do, and it will be much better for our health than a lot of processed packaged stuff with not many fruits and veg in it.
I would like your guidance in understanding about portion size. That's my main issue as a chef. I think it's something cultural for myself, you know. All my lecturers were saying, okay, very nice result, very nice this, but it's a huge portion. I cannot eat it all, you know. What you can advise me on that?
I think portion size is a really interesting topic for the out-of-home and catering industry, because historically we've eaten bigger and bigger portions over the past few decades. Portion sizes have been getting bigger and we're getting used to it. And especially in out-of-home where people are paying for their food, there's a real need to provide people with the perception of value, and generally people think the bigger the portions, the more value they're getting. But if you're overeating, then it's going to waste anyway. Like if you don't need to eat that amount, then really it's still contributing to food waste, even if someone's actually eating it. So I think it's about taking portion sizes down gradually so people don't necessarily notice big changes in what they're getting, but also using other foods, so things like fruits and veg where we really need to be eating more of them, using those to fill the majority of the plate, and then having smaller portions of, say, the meat or the fish on the side, and actually really heroing the vegetables and getting a good range of colours and flavours in that way, rather than having huge portions of one food that we don't necessarily need.
Another thing I want to ask you about was one publication you did about reducing salt consumption. Because
Yes,
salt, you know, for us, salt is a flavor enhancer. You know,
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah, it's a controversial topic in the chef's world. I think the real key is reducing amounts gradually. Like, we need to give people time for their palates to adjust. So if each day when you're putting some salt in a dish, if you can take it down by a really small amount, like you're talking like a few grains or like an eighth of a teaspoon or something at a time, if you can gradually get that down, you'll really help people adjust.